minutes or so.
Cool.
Right, I think we're live. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
We got a special guest.
Special guest. It feels weird to say special guest. Yeah, you've been missed, Frido.
Thank you so much. I missed you too, all of you.
Yeah.
All of the community.
Emotional. Yeah, so we're running, as you know, we're running a Frido quiz. So if you want to take part in the quiz, we probably won't. Today we'll maybe be on air, maybe 30 minutes or so. We're not going to go mad, but I think it's interesting because we get less and less engagement on these weekly things. And now Alice has got a view. Maybe we shouldn't do it if people don't engage. I feel like if we don't do the Friday session, then it feels like it's almost like encouraging less engagement. So it's a difficult one. So we're keen to keep the show on the road if we can, but at the same time it's a difficult one. But yeah, the quiz on you, Frido, I'm sorry, like I've had to guess some of the answers, so if they're wrong,
it's pretty interesting. You've got me hooked. I'm sad I only have a couple of minutes.
Let me cover it. It's fine. So have you got like 5 minutes? Because we could start the quiz whilst you're here, just because it'll be
sure.
Fun.
We told the kids to make sure the tents are all tidy and neat, and I think somebody else is starting like a campfire, so I'm good for a couple of minutes.
I bet you're like I told the children we need to sort the tents and get the campfire, and then when you turn the camera off, you go, clean the fucking campfire.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because you smoke off camera as well, like.
Yeah, it's the green stuff behind me. It's my private weed stash.
Yeah, it's public now, but the photos have been insane. So what we got, so the format, guys. So if you're watching this and you're like, where's it happening? If you want to take part in the quiz, a $200 prize, right? $200 of MDB. So it's big. You want to be in. So the structure is there will be 4 questions, right? Alice is going to post the question and emojis, and you have to react to the emoji. If you answer the question, it doesn't count, right? If you click another emoji or whatever, doesn't count. Alice is going to list the emoji, and you've got to click the emoji. And the way it works, if you're right on the first question, you can answer the second question. Yeah.
All right.
So if you're right on the first question, you can answer the second question, and that carries on. If you're then right on the second, you can answer the third. You get one wrong, stop answering. If you spam in the chat, look, we haven't got any technology to do this. Make and do with what we've got. If you spam in the chat, you think you're funny, we're going to mute you. And we need to try and just keep the chat clean. So answer, click the emoji if you're answering the question. If you're out, please just refrain from sort of like spamming the chat and stuff like that, just so that we can get through it. So anyone that gets 4 right, so we might have 3 people, 5 people, anyone that gets 4 right will get it's first person to answer the 5th and final question, right? So
nice.
It's a clear question. If there was 5 people left at the end, then the first one that answers the question is the winner and wins $200 of MDB. So I think I'm excited.
I'm excited. I can't imagine what you came up with. So bring it on.
I love it. Alice said to me on Sunday, I shouldn't say this. We were at dinner at family's. And I made a joke about this thing I was talking to my lad mates at running about. And she said, you're just destined to be a snake oil salesman, weren't you? I'm sure most people know what that is. She's basically saying I'm just a grifter. It's not nice. It's not nice, Alice.
It's the truth.
Yeah. Okay, you just sit behind this image. Maybe we should make the Alice's duel. Like,
oh yeah, it's dual Alicing.
Why did you all pick for me?
Where is your Italian, Danny? You always talk Italian when you do this.
I know you missed it last week. I feel like maybe it's getting a little bit Tired. Hey, is that Alice? Why is there another Alice? Add it on it, Alice. Anyway,
Carlos' ancestors are rolling over in their little graves.
well, like my people were oppressed by the Romans, right? So this is the least I can do.
They gave you culture. They gave you culture. They brought it there. You guys were running around with little you guys were naked, living in London.
There are no positives of that occupation. We just talk about the negatives, Harley, right? So we were just oppressed. They're evil. We're good. That's it, right? There's no grey. Okay.
I love that. Stay on
track. Cool. Right. Let's get on with the quiz while we've got Frida here. I'm so excited. But Frida as well. Don't feel obliged, mate. If you say, look, I need to check out now.
Yeah, I'll probably go in a couple of minutes. I want to see the first question and then I'm gonna shoot.
Okay, so Alice, Quizmaster, the Quiz Maestro, are you ready to post the first question in?
Yeah, this is quite hard to do quickly on my machine, by the way. So I'm going to have to try and post it and then react first, really, really quickly.
I don't know the question, so I'm gonna play.
But you could write the emojis in the message.
Yeah, I've done that already.
Oh.
But I just let other people find them and react.
By the way, I've literally written all the questions out for Alice.
Without emojis, which is the hardest part.
Such a diva.
Danny, would you be able to to read out the question aloud? Because I can't be in here and then check Discord at the same time.
As soon as Alice posts it, I'll
read it aloud. Yeah.
Now?
Yeah, we're good. Ready?
Right, ready.
Whoa.
No, it's done. Too late.
All right. So you only got literally a minute to answer this, right? So how tall is Fredo? So is he 5'6"? Is he 5'8"? Is he 5'10"? Is he 6 foot? Somebody's gone straight in with the aubergine emoji.
Fredo, obviously don't give the answer away. Are any of those correct?
I won't. Yes.
Okay. Wonder if we've got the right one, Danny.
So you need to add the answer as an emoji on the question. So New Virgil, MD Boomer, Fox's High, an emoji. You need an emoji, yeah, on the question.
So you actually
someone's done it. Someone's done it right. One person has put a 3 on there. They said that he's 5'10". So there we go. So we got to move through this guy. So at the moment we've got 4 answers all the same. So you'll need to.
So they all think I'm 5'10"?
Yeah, at the minute.
Okay.
Everyone just answered the same answer.
Well, that's not very competitive, guys.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Right. So let's.
This is an absolute mess. You properly.
It's not. I can't help it. If I overestimate the IQ of our community. Come on, just answer with an emoji.
It's not that hard.
So now somebody else has started with a. I don't know. Okay, so we got some 1s, we got some 3s. Let's do 20 seconds. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So at the moment we have 3 people that have said 6 foot. We have only 4 people that have said 5'8". Anyone who's put 1, 2, 3, 4, by the way, you're not counting. So only 1 person. So no, 2 people have said 5'6", and 9 people have said 5'10". So
9 people think I'm what?
So how many? So you can tell us, by the way, but it does go on the answer that I've given because I had to pick and I didn't know you were going to be here, so we can stick with that answer. But so I said 5'8".
That is the correct answer. You are through to the next round.
Yeah. So anyone pressing that now, you're going to be banned from the Discord.
How are you to know who pressed it in time?
Well, you just take a screenshot. Literally, it took me 2 seconds.
I got it.
You got it. Well done, Harley. So instead of using the time complaining about how you did it, you just did it.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
What? Oh yeah. Let me see. Where?
This is
I
what
got
a
it.
lot of our internal meetings
I got to
are like.
shoot, guys.
Frito,
We're just getting started.
I'm glad we got that right. So we got how
Yes.
many people through to the next round?
I'll see you again tomorrow. Have
See you,
fun.
buddy. Take care.
Take care.
Sam?
Bye bye.
See you, buddy. How many people got it right, Harley?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people and you. And then
I've got 8 people.
yeah,
it's
MD Boomer jumped in here. Let me see. Hold on.
But that was that after we said it.
Yeah, number 2, right?
I got 7 the same as you, and that was after we'd said it. So
yeah, people Watch Me Nene and MD Boomer came in after I did the screenshot. And now Argania Spinoza.
yeah, but it's too late. It's too late, guys. You had the answer at that point. So
Yeah, your wallets have been blacklisted for
Yeah.
trying to ride the train.
all right, so we've got, as I believe, we've got mine and 9 through to the next round. Real Hope, Jag Stinker, Good Crypto Win, Martinga, Sulizaki, and Kick. That's who's through. Is that right?
Mine and I, Real Hope, Jag Stinker, Crypto Goodwin, Martinga, Sulizaki, and Kick. Let me see if I add this in the chat here.
Cool. Right, there you go. So I've got it. I can put it in. I've got it right here. So only guys, like, sorry for everybody else, but only those people can now answer the next question, right? So yeah, I thought there'd be a lot more, since it's like free money. I thought there'd be a lot more people trying to answer. So MD Boomers, he's retired himself. He's pulled out. Cool. So Alice, are you ready with question number 2? And I'll read out question number 2 as soon as you post it.
Yeah, pressing enter now.
Frito has how many siblings? 1, 2, 3, or 6? I can't believe I even looked to see who the aubergine emoji is. What? Just literally, I'm an idiot. I know as well, and I'm still going there. So guys that have like, we're going to cut the timer soon, by the way. So guys that can answer need to answer now. So far, nobody has answered at all. Nobody's got a number.
Martinga, you got to put it on the actual emoji on the question.
Yeah, you just click add reaction, and just put. But can somebody else add the numbers?
Yeah, let me see here. Reaction.
Okay, like this.
Oh, there we go. 1, 2.
If you just type the number Real Hope when you put when you're choosing your emoji, then it'll bring it up. So I haven't got long, guys. I don't want people going through like Frito's lineage to get the answer to this question. So we're gonna call it in 3. Yeah, but type the word 1 anyway. So you can click it now anyway. So 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Right. The answer is 1. So just gonna take a snapshot. Empty Boomer, you're out, buddy. You went in the round, but thank you for answering. So mine and 9 is out, unfortunately. Good Crypto Win, Real Hope, Martinga. So we've got 3 people left. Just want to check with you, Harley. Do you agree with that?
Let me see. Crypto Win, Martinga, Real High.
Alice, how much do you hate this game?
Yeah.
I don't. I love it. This is amazing. Thank you for
I like the
encouraging
format.
me
I think if we have a week to get ready for this, then the activity would be really, really high. We didn't give people a lot of notice. So Kick, here we go. I'm sensing the steward's inquiry coming through from Kick.
So we got Good Crypto Win, Real Hope, Martinga. It's a 3-man heat.
It is a 3-man heat.
Right.
Is it really a good idea? I love the objection kick after you're out. This game is wrong. Yeah. No, we've got mother's maiden name and place of birth are the next two, so don't worry.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just about to comment in the comments, and like I forgot I was on an AMA able to talk. But yeah, we are giving out his social because he went on vacation, and we take that incredibly personally here.
This is all information you can get your hands on. Actually, this is all we chose. Fair point kick, and we did choose information. Yeah, the 3 digits on the back of his card is So next question then, Alice, are you ready? So we've got so the only people left are Good Crypto Win, Real Hope, and Martinga. Martinga, were you X-Volt? Were you X-Volt? Or were you just MDB through and through? So Alice is posting now. So you get one answer, guys, and I'll read the question out.
Go.
So Frido lives in the Netherlands. His closest land border is the country of Germany, Belgium, France, or Lithuania.
That's easy. The answer starts with an L. Who beat me to the eggplant?
So we've only got 2 answers so far.
Who we
We've only got 2 answers. Yeah,
and Real Hope, Good Crypto Win.
It's we've only got 2 answers so far, guys. So
Good Crypto Win answered in the chat again. Good Crypto Win. You gotta do a react.
Yeah, you got to react, buddy. You got just type the number into emoji, the word of the number. Just type 2 and then select the number 2. DA Miller is so German. He'll be fuming now that people can't follow the process. He flips between Polish and German culture, and right now, very German. You must follow the process. There you go. Look, he is absolutely fuming. He's like, such a simple process. Right. So we got all our questions. I was defirm gravity. Interesting. So Good Crypto Win. Your answer's in. Did somebody just move their answer then?
Yes. Martinga moved from 1 to 2.
Okay. So I can announce that we don't have to go into the 4th and final question because Real Hope is the winner.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well
Done, buddy. Well done. And he is Real Hope is also a German, so he'll be very upset with the lack of process.
Who switched at the last moment? Was that Martinga that switched?
Yeah, it's tough. No, it wasn't. I think it was Martinga.
Man, he snatched defeat from the jaws of victory.
Yeah, he would have had him and Real Hope. Final question shootout. So let me maybe I'll ask is Real Hope he's never going to sell that MDB. He's never going to sell it. Maybe we do. Let's do. We could do a $50 shootout on the final 2 questions. I don't know. What do you guys think? I personally enjoyed that. I thought that was a bit of a buzz.
Let's do it.
We got 2 more questions, haven't we, Alice?
I thought it was 1 more question. Maybe
Really? I thought it was 4 multiple choice and then 1 tiebreak.
Oh yeah, there is 2 more. Okay.
We're going to jump into rapid fire. I'm just going to start shooting questions out. The first person gets it right gets $1. Every question. We're just going to do
why don't we do? Why don't we do whilst Harley gets through his episode? Why don't we? Why don't we do the the multiple selection. Whoever selects right gets through to the final shootout, and there's $50 of MDB final. It's very difficult questions. Demilla, come on. Bad workman blames his tools. So remember, it's got to be in Discord, general chat, and Alice is going to post a question. Everybody can answer now, so the game is back on. Everybody can answer. You need to put the number that reflects the answer as an emoji. Yeah, follow that process. We're going to give a couple of minutes. Whoever gets it correct will snapshot, and you can go into the tie-break question. And the first answer right from the tie-break entrance, $50 of MDB. So.
But hang on, I'm just trying to do it. My Discord is ridiculously slow and laggy.
Oh, Real Hope flexing now. He said, I'm going to stay out this time to give other people a chance. He's just going to bang out some press-ups whilst everyone else fights over the crumbs.
Yeah, he's going to jump in anyway. Oh.
Right. Alice is gonna post the question.
I'm getting it ready. It's just freezing on me. My Discord is a nightmare. If anyone knows anything about MacBooks and how I can speed this thing up, then do let me know, because it's a nightmare at the minute.
Yeah.
I'm doing no credit question because it's so easy.
You've just asked a very IT world. A woman has just asked a very male-dominated world for some random IT help. So your DMs are blowing up right now, Alice.
If anyone can genuinely tell me how to fix this Mac and make it go faster, I am all ears.
Oh, watch me now. He hasn't got time for this. Just sell your Mac, he said. Buy a PC.
Right, okay. Question coming. Hang on, and it's frozen while I'm trying to get onto MDB. There we go. Right. Yeah. Oh no, that's VIP. Imagine if I posted it in VIP, people would be fuming. Right, go.
Okay, so to get into the tiebreaker, you have to get this one right. And the question is not visible to me. There it is. Frido shared a Dutch delicacy in his photos in the chat this week. The chat this week. Was that? Did you copy and paste my? Is that me, Alice?
No, that's me. I've retyped it.
All right. So just in case you didn't know, it was in the chat this week. What was it? Was it number 1, Stroop waffles? Number 2, tulip salad. Number 3, beef croquette or croquets, however, whether you're posh or common like me, or a smoke and a pancake.
A smoke and a pancake.
Yes.
Tulip salad sold by Salad Mania. You see, beef
salad.
Beef croquettes. Don't Google that. Google it and put the link in the chat.
So we're gonna give it 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to call it in 3, 2, 1. And the answer is, do you know the answer to this one actually, Harley?
Yeah.
You do? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I just didn't know. Let me just take a picture of the correct answer. And do you know what? I'm going to retake it because somebody just answered just as we were...
they ruined themselves, huh?
Yeah, but I hadn't said it yet. So well done, Argania, because you just got in at the end. And the answer is beef. Is in. So good crypto win. Sorry, buddy. Snapshot already taken. So you're not in because I've just given the answer and then you've answered it. So Fox is high, Martinga, Demilla, Mrs. Elcoin, Cov Tomas. I wonder if he posted this in Foxify because like all top 4 are people that are in Foxify a lot. Cov Tomas, New Virgil, S Zocker, and Argania came in just at the end. So S Zocker, don't take your emoji off, buddy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 8 people into the fastest finger first question, which I need to go and double check. I don't remember what the question was. Alice, what do you think of the game at the moment? Is it starting to work for you?
Yeah, I love it.
That's why Alice won't come on camera now, because it's so hard for her to force a natural smile. That she needs the image. So Alice, are you ready to bang out the final question? It's fastest finger first.
What is that GIF? Oh my god!
What is going on?
Because there's Dambo, but now we have this, which is like Ambo or Albo. That doesn't work, but that's a pretty good gift from Martin.
That's where Alice has actually been back at the gym, haven't you, Alice, the last couple of weeks? And that'll be you very soon.
Yeah, I'm going to the gym so that I can look like a man with a machine gun thing.
Well, at least you admit it now.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to pass the final question. There are no multiple choice here. It's just the first person to get it right.
Yeah, it must be spelled absolutely on the money. Yeah. So here's the question. So Frito recently shared that his mother contacted him regarding an altcoin that pumped. What was the altcoin? First right answer wins.
It was Harry
He
Potter.
shared
Obama,
this on
Sonic,
Friday
and
Farm Frenzy. People are such trolls.
Yeah.
There we go. Good crypto win. You got it. Well done, buddy. Well done. There we go. That was exciting. I think if we, because I actually thought of this game last week actually, and we ended up, we had quite a lot on last week, didn't we? So we had a lot of stuff to cover, and actually I was thinking about doing it about you, Harley. So I think we should do this game next week because I think it'd be fun, and we should do a quiz on Harley. So you've he won't sing like a canary. You won't get any deets out of him. But if you want to start doing your online research, now's the time.
Yeah, don't dig too deep. All right, guys. They're like, he did what to an animal? That's terrible.
Well, what was the story of like the 6 parakeets that met their like? Was it? How many
I didn't do anything. I didn't even 6. I didn't do anything to those little guys. They just were dead when I woke up. Well, all of them except for one little guy. So I decided to free him. And I can't remember if I told the story in here, if I was telling the story in private, but
it was on here, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So for those that weren't here, I was like reflecting on like moments of like it should have been great, but it actually shows how dark things are. Because this parakeet's born into bondage, lives in bondage, watches his siblings or cousins or whoever die overnight. A giant rips him out of the cage, takes him out, and the first time he's seeing the light of the morning, without bars in front of his eyes. And I open my hands and he just sits there, taking it in, and he's off, and I'm like, wow, what a moment, right? And then he just hard turn, right? And there's like a pack of like ravens or crows or something on him. So he's just flying for his life. I mean, he's had like maybe 10 seconds of freedom, and then just boom, and then boom, sliding glass window, done. That was it. So that's the rat race for you.
That's it. It's a jungle out there.
Yeah, but that's you won't find anything about that online except for on Friday Farm Frenzy.
Such a weird instance, but yeah, like, I thought that was a cool quiz. I thought it was fun.
That was really fun.
I think Alice should write questions about Danny. Again, don't dig too hard.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Next week got me, and then we got to decide which one of you wants to go.
Yeah.
Nobody, you guys just jumping out for it, huh?
Yeah. You find out that my LinkedIn profile is all fake. Yeah. Yeah. I'm Brian Legend's little brother.
He's like, yeah, Fortune 500 companies, Taco Bell.
Do we have Taco Bell in the UK, Alice?
We do. Not in many places, but we do.
Right. So Alice, we both have our sort of like our knowledge strengths, and I just knew straight away Alice would be all over that.
How would I know? I don't even like Taco Bell. Taco Bell.
But you were like the way you answered it was like I knew you would know, right? You were like, yes. The history of Taco Bell in the UK, the first one was found in 1986.
You just like the history of marketing. You're such a great CMO that you like know the entire history of marketing, and the Taco Bell's the initial poisoning of England by them is a very big marketing event.
When I went to America, it's one of the things I was excited to try, because I think when I first went to America, it wasn't in the UK, and it was gross. So thank you for the high expectations and low.
Although I won't say her name because I don't want to dox her, but my daughter apps. Do you remember we were in the US and we were like, you can go anywhere you like. Where do you want to go? And she was like, Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant. It was like $8.
Three times for me just because she loved it so much.
Yeah.
My first time traveling abroad, I was like 28, and I went to Costa Rica, right? And I was just so excited for everything. I went straight to McDonald's. I was wanted to see what it was like in other countries. So I get it. You know, you want to see the brands, you want to see the locales.
I think I've been to McDonald's in pretty much every country I've ever been to.
Yeah,
Alice has an unhealthy relationship with McDonald's.
I do love McDonald's. Not
it's
the breakfast,
great.
Just the normal food.
It's really it's underrated, right? It's
yeah,
like
I think it's so nice. I don't know why people don't eat it more, other than the fact it probably clogs your arteries and gives you diabetes or something.
Well, I mean, a lot of stuff does, but like, in terms of
not financial advice.
Yeah, but Taco Bell's also good. So
no,
I don't eat any of them very often.
Horrible.
You didn't try the right thing. You gotta get the chalupa meal with the nachos on the side, and then take the chalupa insides and put it onto the nacho and get yourself a nacho.
Chalupa? It sounds like you're speaking a different language to me.
Chalupa.
Yeah, I'm speaking Mexican.
Chalupa. Yeah, it sounds like a contestant on Mexico's version of Pop Idol.
No, it's basically like a taco, but with like a dope shell. Like it's a very nice shell. So it's just more content for the nachos. Really, that's all it is. You guys come out here. Come out here. We will go to New York, right? I won't take you to any Michelin restaurants. We'll go right to the Taco Bell where the guy begs for change down the street from my house. And you give him $1, he lets you in the restaurant, you get your poison, and then you just come be sick at my house.
I think when I went to New York, I only went to chain restaurants. Actually, no, I think I maybe went to like an independent steak place and like one of those pizza kiosk things. But otherwise, I just went to all of like the big American chains that you don't get in the UK. So like IHOP, Applebee's.
IHOP.
I love IHOP.
Oh.
I love IHOP. I could eat like pancakes and milkshake all day.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of that stuff, you see, over here. I think Five Guys is probably the closest, right, that we have.
Well, we've got Tim Burton now, haven't we? That's Canadian, though, but that's
Tim
like
Burton
thing, yeah.
Like the director of like.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Tim Burton.
It's a guy with Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
Tim Burton. What an idiot. Yeah, Tim Horton. Sorry, not Tim Burton. Watching the corpse cry.
I wasn't pointing out. I thought like actually had a restaurant. I thought like you'd gone into it and it was like a themed restaurant.
It's diversifying.
You know what else I had in New York, which I really liked, was Bubba Gump's.
Who comes? I won't do it here. I only do that in like Santa Monica, like in LA, because I'm like that's like a. And I do it in San Francisco. It's like you got to be on the ocean, which I guess New York is, but it doesn't feel like you're on the ocean because it's cold.
There is a Bubba Gump's in London now. Again,
do you know the biggest thing that always strikes me, like the US is like the pinnacle, like Google, Apple, Facebook, and then whenever I go to the US, I'm always something stands out that astounds me. I see like a piece of technology that people stopped using a long time ago. I remember when I went to New York last year, they had like a paper slip for your credit card payment in this restaurant, and I was like, is this still a thing? Like that died out like what?
The US doesn't really use like chip and pin though, does it? Well, it didn't when I went. Do you use chip and pin now?
We use chip. Yeah, I do. I lost both my cards over the last several months. So it's my credit card in London. Actually, I left it with somebody, so I just use my phone for everything now.
If you were using a credit card, can you put it in and do like your PIN number? or do you have to sign for it? Because when I went to New York, you had to sign for everything.
Yeah, same last year. They literally, this woman got like a piece of paper and did like the machine thing.
Yeah.
If you
Then she
at
put it-
restaurants a lot.
Then she taped it to a pigeon's foot and let it out the window, and it flew to the bank.
Well, so if you're at a restaurant, they'll like have you sign the paper for it. But like checking out like a deli, there's usually not a paper or anything like that.
One thing I find baffling about the US, just like talking about buying stuff in the US, is the fact that tax is not on like the prices. So
Yeah,
you don't
or-
actually know what you're paying, you have to calculate it. Whereas in the UK, it just gives you
It
like
makes no sense.
price.
If it was optional, it would make sense to have it separate. The fact that you have to pay it and then leaving it separate is like, it makes zero sense.
It makes things seem cheaper, so you spend more. Because you get there and then you get to the counter. Because nobody listen. You ever met a human being? No one is sitting there doing like, oh, how much is sales tax? First of all, most people don't even know how much sales tax is, right? They just go up, they ring it.
Spending
It's
like
scammy. It's like the tomb fork of shopping. What is?
Yeah, it blew my mind when I was in actually again London, and I was talking to Ordinatum and Frito, and they're talking about it like being included. So I was like, what do you mean it's included? They're like, yeah, like the prices you have to like put it up and it has the price. And I'm like, that's super weird. I was like,
because the tax is included in the price.
Yeah.
Well, you mean you include all the things that I have to pay in the price of what I'm buying? Whoa.
Yeah, it's very weird. It's very weird.
I'll tell you what,
UK people should shut up with the two tap sinks. To be fair, modern sinks don't have that anymore, do they? You don't really see that unless you've got like an old sink.
Yeah, it's true.
It's mixer taps now.
We're getting over that. The most advanced, I think, like I always find this, like in Europe, the Dutch are pretty forward, but the Nordic people are just crazy forward, like crazy forward. And Germany, actually, I found like super smart, super clean when I was in Germany. But France is a bit like the US. You always feel like you're going back in time a little bit.
Yeah, well, I don't like being compared to the French, obviously, for very obvious reasons. But
why?
Well, I mean, they're French.
They gave you the Statue of Liberty.
They gave it because they knew they'd need us down the line, right? Like they were paying advance protection money, right? And then when they were being forced to speak German because they just surrendered after about 20 minutes of fighting, right? We came over there and we helped them get free.
Where I've never heard of this 20 minutes of fighting.
Yeah, that's because I'm being generous. They're like, but we had to surrender because the statues, you see, the French culture is very important. The buildings we must preserve, you see. And so they just surrendered, and now they have all their. That's why everything's so old there. It wasn't rebuilt.
This is true.
Do you know the real reason why Paris isn't like a skyscraper place?
I do.
I think I've told you this before. Do you know?
I'm history. You're the history of Taco Bell.
No.
I forgot. They told me I did study abroad in France. And
is it because of the catacombs?
Yeah, because of all the catacombs and the tunnels underneath France. The ground is not strong enough for big structures.
It's basically a huge grave underneath Paris.
Have you guys been to it?
No, Alice has. But when we were in Paris, you said the queues were huge, and that's if you want to put me off the scent of doing something, tell me you got to stand around for a while, and I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I'm not a line guy at all. People stand in line for anything though, like especially if you tell them it's free. Those used to blow my mind in college.
I don't think it's free. I think I paid to get in.
Huh? No, I'm just saying, like, especially when you say something free.
Okay.
I mean, breakfast places, forget about it. Like, I was at one like this past weekend because I was with a group of people, so I was just doing what everybody wanted to do. The place was really good, and I skipped the line. But there was a line that I would have waited in if I was an honorable person who waited in lines. But I can't imagine it, like waiting an hour, to go eat for an hour and spend like $40 doing so. I'm like, I can't do it. But
Yeah,
things like catacombs,
Americans
I
are
would,
good
though.
at service, though. Americans are way better at service than a lot of European countries, I think.
Especially because the tip isn't, again, it's not included in the price.
Ah, well, we need another session to talk about tip culture.
No, we do. I'm a recovering tipper.
Really, you stopped?
Well, no, I haven't stopped. Like, I'm still like probably tip much more than like people in England do, but I've noticed it like getting like just the numbers like out of control. Like when I'm going in and walking into a store to buy something, it's like the minimum. I've seen some places the minimum is 20%. You know, right?
Yeah.
But like it's crazy. It used to be there's like a 10% option.
So
now,
if there's 5 people eating a meal, then basically what you're saying is that you have to pay for another person. You have to pay for another person. Like, it's just crazy. Alice and I went for lunch today, and just in a place near our village, and I think our lunch was £46.55, and I said to the guy, I'll just round it up to 50, and he's like, oh, thanks. And they were just really appreciative, just for like £3, which in the US you'd be like, they'd be talking about you when you leave, and you'd be getting a lot of stick. But yeah,
it was actually very hard for me to try. I picked up dinner for us from the place here, and it was like $90-something, and I wanted a tip, right? So I'm used to tipping, even picking up food. Right? All they've done is prepared it. They didn't do anything with it, and I didn't do it. I didn't tip them, and everything turned out okay. So I was like, all right, I can at least. This is what I'm saying. I'm on the road to recovery.
It's a controversial topic in the US, though. I've heard it's a big it's not like US culture to make everything a battleground, but by chance, the tip debate is a big battleground, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I think most people are uncomfortable with it, but like I think culturally, we also like have a hard time with like because it was meant to be like your way of saying like here's what I think of this service.
Yeah.
Right. But as a culture, we don't really like this, like, oh, you did a terrible job, basically. And that's what we feel like we're saying, because you may even like it, but you don't want to pay 20-25% on your bill. But it's just like social pressure, I feel like. Paris is a crap hole. I nearly got mugged there. You nearly got mugged by a French person?
Yeah, the irony is Alice did actually. Martinga's British. Alice did actually get mugged in London.
I did.
What was it? A knife?
It's when we were in London. It's when you were there.
Oh, sorry. I saw Paris in the last question, and then
I hadn't joined that doc.
It.
Alice, have you ever been mugged in London before?
I've been not mugged. I've had stuff stolen out my handbag in Watford, which sort of counts.
The first time that's happened. Harley, have you ever been to London before that weekend?
Yeah.
trying to pin it on Harley.
Yeah. So Harley just shows up to town. Alice
Bit of a coincidence.
Harley, can I have my phone back now, please?
It's the long con here. It's following Alice around. Anytime she steps into London, like my bells go off. I'm like, I gotta get on an international flight and go steal some designer bag.
Wow, I think a new iPhone is probably more than the average international flight nowadays, isn't it?
Oh, don't. I'm still fuming about that. I'm all right. Like, it took me ages to get over it, to be fair, in terms of like anxiety. But yeah, I'm all right now. Just a bit jarring, isn't it, when someone like enters your personal space and takes something like that?
Indeed. So we're going to wrap up, guys, and let us know as well, just in the chat, in the comments. Make sure you like, retweet, follow, bathe in it, whatever you can do it. Get the algos up. I'm interested to know what you guys thought of the quiz. Something a little bit different, and let us know, guys. Let us know, because we had Friday Farm Frenzy running from December, right? Which in DeFi, like we've had a feature that has lasted more than 90% of DeFi protocols. So we are thinking, yeah, how do we mix it up? How do we do something different? And we do wonder if is the quiz interactive, but you know, clearly you want it to be good for the protocol as well. So maybe people can buy a ticket to the quiz or something like that. You know, by maybe zapping into the farms or something. You know, we're trying to work it out. We're trying to work it out. We want, you know, we put in the time every week. We want as many people engaged as possible. So yeah, give us some feedback.
You guys. And what's it called? Next week, I think I know I could draw them in. Next week, I will be dressing as a woman. That's what's gonna be happening next week. I'm gonna be gorgeous, by the way. So you guys should tune in next week, and I'll be like, I'll have a wig on. I'll be like pulling out of my face, and I'm like, the next question is, oh yeah, next is about me, right? And that'll be like the big reveal. It's like, what is Harley's favorite hobby? And I'm like, dressing.
I think Real Hope doesn't like the quizzes.
No, I think he wants us to have focus on farm. But Real Hope, you're a big farmer. You want less people in the farm. You want less people in there. You want people off the scent because that protects your API. Yeah, cool. So Harley's coming dressed as a woman next week, which is fun. I won't miss that. Alice, what are you going to come dressed as?
Myself.
On the floor.
So she'll be here shirtless with the machine gun shooting into the air for the gift.
Yeah.
And I'll look like that gift as well.
So she's coming as a man. I'm coming as a woman. Danny's coming as a snake oil salesman, and Frito will, I don't know, be here. Very happy. He doesn't have children right now, so we keep the board. Oh, well, I keep the beard while in the dress. Yeah. You know, the beard actually, I've tried cutting it before, and like scissors just break. I identify as cleanly shaven. Yes, I do. I've been thinking about it. I've been looking at it. I was like, it's gotten, you know, I've always had a beard since I was young, but it's much more kempt for a long time. But once I shaved my head, you know, I had to do something else because I used to have long flowing locks. But now I have long flowing beard. You know, I gotta have some kind of flash.
Since you were 7.
Yeah, since I was 7. So dude, I was just punking like adults. I was like 7. Like, give me your hamburger.
I can believe that. Cool. Alice, did you want to say anything before we go?
No.
No?
No.
What's your favourite Italian word, Alice?
Fuck you.
Vaffanculo.
Wow. Okay. Well, on that note, we'll see you. We'll see you next week. MDB touched the 6s today, by the way. So congrats to the people that got in super early after the dump. I think you're one of those people, right, Harley?
So close to kissing the bottom. So close.
Some people are like nearly plus 50% on those buys. So congrats.
Yeah, I think I'm one of those.
Yeah, keep it up, boys. Keep it up, boys and girls, and anything in between.
Which is me.
Cool. Take care. Cheers, guys.
Bye.